Hi, and welcome to day 2 of a week of wonder. I'm wearing another wonder jumper, and I do believe I have 7, so you'll just have to stick around and find out. I just got back from my wonder, and I have some things to say about it, but I'm really curious how your walk went. What was it like to go on a date with your neighborhood, seeing it for the first time again, finding 10 new things that you hadn't noticed before, being intentional, paying attention? Was it romantic? Was it different? Were there surprises? Or do you need to go on a second date just to make sure? I love being tagged in stories. I love being tagged in posts. I love getting your emails, so please stay in communication with me. It's always beautiful to see the snowball effect of these practices. And you know, my intention is for you to be reminded of the miracles that are available in the day-to-day, and for you to have that baseline of wonder, that state of being where you can always have that lens available. Something that I was very aware of and thinking about when I went on my walk was this practice. This practice has been so beneficial for me in terms of cultivating wholeness, and I'll let you know what I mean by that. For me, wholeness means you can wake up on the wrong side of the bed and start your day in a state of being that's not optimal, but also still remember that everything outside is miraculous and that you're happy to be here. And that doesn't mean that you ignore the thing that's on your mind, but you can hold more than one reality at the same time. And I used to not be able to do that. Every time that something would happen that was unplanned or would break my heart, I would identify with that one thing and then allow myself to spiral down and just be able to be with that. Whereas now, these practices of being more intentional and present and paying attention have made that my state of being has a baseline of that at all times, so I never forget that I can go on a date with my neighborhood and life is incredibly miraculous, even when life is hard or I'm having a hard day. So I can ride the wave whilst still holding the perspective of everything else that is available, and it has changed my life, and I want that for you so bad. That I know how to spiral up at all times because I know what the things are that bring me joy, that put me in a state of awe, that nourish me. And it doesn't mean I neglect or ignore the things that are difficult, but I don't identify with them. They are not my only reality. So that was something that came to me on my wonder and made me really happy. Like, oh, I could really see the changes in me that this practice has given me, and I'm so grateful for that. Something else that's alive for me is this idea of reciprocity. Such a beautiful word. I love that word. Where, you know how I said, go on a walk with your neighborhood as if it were a person. Because what happens when you treat a person with care and respect and curiosity, you get something back and you get to be in that field that is so loving and beautiful. It's the same with the world. And that may sound really wild, but I'm going to ask you to try that on for a week and see what happens. See what happens if you lean in, if you are intentional, if you pay attention, and you treat the things around you as if they are alive. They are. In our current Western culture, we treat nature as a backdrop, something that's just there, but not alive. There's a hierarchy, and man stands at the top. And that, of course, makes it a lot easier for us to treat nature so poorly. Whereas in every traditional and indigenous culture in the world, nature is alive. We're always in communication with the world around us. There is reciprocity. There is giving and taking, not just taking. And if you live in that place and you look through that lens, life easily becomes a lot more miraculous. What if it is possible to speak to trees and birds and plants and be curious and see the miracles in everything? That's a whole new lens to look at life with. Then another thing for today. Let's ponder happiness and the myth of happiness that we have in our culture, which is often something projected into the future. I was guilty of this too, where I would think of things I wanted to achieve or acquire and think that once I would acquire that thing or once I would achieve that thing, then I'd be really happy. Then finally I could be happy. Like there's going to be a switch that would be flipped in my body and suddenly I would just be filled with emotions of pride, of gratitude, of joy, of happiness. And until that day, I could just put all of that on hold. And I feel like a lot of people do this and it's making me laugh, but it's pretty tragic. Because what if all those feelings are available right now and we're just not as practiced at allowing us to be present with them? So paying attention requires a prolonged state of relationality. You're with something long enough for it to give you a feeling. And so that over time, you learn how to compound these feelings of pride, gratitude, appreciation, joy, excitement. And it's something that is always available, not only at some projected time in the future. So it's a practice to be happy with it, what's right in front of your nose. This week is us throwing a party for what we already have and what is right there. And by doing that, increasing our capacity to compound positive feelings and having a better baseline of joy and wonder available to us every day. You're still with me? I hope so. And then I also hope that you walk away remembering that you are the creator of those moments. You're not just waiting around for wonder to find you or happiness to find you, but you are the person that creates it. So you're stalking it and you're creating more of these moments that you enjoy in your life. So there is a sense of proactivity and sovereignty that comes with living your life in this way, and therefore increasing your capacity to hold more of these good feelings, and therefore having this ability to spiral up available to you at all times. And the thing that I have found the craziest about this practice, but I love so much, is not only my ability to have this available to me at all times, but also the experience that the more I court the world, the more present I am, the more it courts me back. So that may sound so crazy, but I can tell you that I have a high propensity for synchronicity and magic in my life that is unparalleled. And I hope that you're starting to get a glimpse of that. And it will only increase as we continue on this journey. So stick with it. Okay, so yesterday you went on a wonder, and I have a completely new invitation for you today. Entirely different, but all fitting within the taxonomy of wonder, which I will share with you about right now. The taxonomy of wonder are all the categories of things that can put you in a state of wonder. How cool is that? So we've tried one on yesterday, which is nature, a very obvious one. I think if I will ask you to flash back to a few moments in your life where you're in a complete state of awe because of something you were witnessing that was a natural wonder, I think everyone has a few examples of that, right? For me, that's definitely an important one that I engage with almost every day, and I'm so grateful for. Then another one is the obvious one, music. To be in the presence of someone that sings beautifully, or plays the guitar or the piano, or a song that seems to be written just for you. How wonderful. That can also be a door that takes you to that state of possibility and wonder, because, something happens in the body. Art. I love art. If I ever feel like I'm spiraling down, one thing that will immediately spiral me back up again is going to a museum. I love modern art. I love losing myself in the stories behind the artworks, the creativity, the talent of the people. I just could talk about it forever, but that's an obvious one. Architecture, geometry, vastness. So being in the presence of something so vast and big that you feel small, that puts us in a state of wonder. Here's another cool one, the mystery. So that feeling that you get when you're like, it makes no sense, someone explain it to me. This is epic, like a religious experience, or a synchronicity, like you think of someone and then there they are right in front of you in the city. Those types of experiences that the rational mind cannot comprehend, those put us in a state of awe. And therefore we have that bodily response and anchor that memory in the body, etc., etc. You're picking up what I'm putting down. And the one that we're going to be in relationship with today is probably my favorite one, because it's in all the work that I do. And this category of wonder is called moral beauty. Even the words, moral beauty. Moral beauty is when you're in the presence of someone and you're in awe of their beauty as a human being. So, for example, you go and watch a TED Talk of someone telling a story and you're so moved by it. It could also be someone incredibly talented doing something and you're like, wow, that's just incredible. It happens to me all the time because I do a lot of circle work and transformational facilitation. So after a while, you get to know a person really well after a day or two with them, and it's impossible not to see someone's beauty. And everybody has it. And so you slowly fall in love with all these humans that share their stories with you. And that is moral beauty, where you feel in your body your appreciation and your love for a person because they vulnerably shared their story with you. It is being in awe of someone's beauty as a human. That's what it is. So the invitation for today, day 2, is to be with that, to make someone's day. So you're going to be the witness of someone's moral beauty, but you're also going to be provoking. And here's how you're going to do it. The first one's obvious. I would say choose a few friends that you absolutely love. It can be family members, it could be your dog even, and share with them what you love about them. It can be a simple text message, just saying, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate how good of a listener you are. It means the world to me. I'm so grateful to be your friend. It doesn't have to be more special than that. So you can do that to a few people. You can write a letter. You can write a note and leave it on the fridge for your partner, your friend, your mom, your daughter. You can bake a cake. You can make a piece of art. You can write a poem. The idea is that you're going to make someone's day. And of course, don't stop at one. Why would you want to do that? You can go as far afield as you want with this. You can write a Google review for your hairdresser, your butcher, your baker. You can respond to someone asking for help online. You can give away something for free that comes easy to you and may be harder for somebody else. Be creative. How far can you go with it? And if, of course, you need more inspiration, then in the Wonder Enthusiast Kit, there's another 25 examples of how you can make someone's day. But the cool thing about this is the reciprocity again. So when you are the wonder bringer and you're the appreciator and you're the giver, it's as wonderful for you as the receiver. And wonder is a relational quality. And that's also something I would love for you to remember. You're never separate from anything. You're remembering your connection to everything and everyone around you through these practices. So you're going to make someone's day. Please keep tagging me in all of your photos and stories. I absolutely love that. Get the kit if you haven't gotten it yet. You won't regret it. It's so, so awesome. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow and hearing how you went.